guys, it's me, Zenbloke. You know that from the title and the fact you're watching one of my videos, but that aside, I thought it was time I gave everybody out there in YouTube land a handy little sort of hint video. Now, as you know, I have the Holy Trinity. I have PS3, PS Vita, and PS4. Now, as you can see, I have my PS4 sat atop of my PS3. And you're like going, no, this is witchcraft! Witchcraft! No, I merely came up with a solution that allows my PS4 to sit on top of PS3. And as you can probably tell, this is an old-time 60 gig PS3. And this is a launch day PS4. Interested to learn more? Stay tuned. What we basically did was, or rather I did was, I made something. And I'm going to show you how to make it as well. Basically, the secret is in here. So move my various cables aside, because I've only got enough HDMIs to run one system, so I'll have to have an HDMI splitter. I made this handy little fella. Now I'm going to show you a basic version of it, and then, oops, bit of dust, you can make your own one too. And since this is a video that's meant for people who got a PS4 at Christmas and still have a PS3 and have, like me, bugger all space, hopefully this video will prove to be useful for you. Right, so I guess you want to know how to make one of these now, don't you? Well, this is my design. I'm Zenbloke. It's my copyright, my design. Here's how we do it. This little puppy is made with a bit of cardboard. Any cardboard will do. For instance, this came from a cereal box. Small, thin piece, roughly squarish, small enough to hide underneath the PS4 and not poke up from the edges. Two little bits of wood, which are triangular. Now this is important that they're triangular because they've got to sit on the domed roof of a PS3. Now these are square bits of wood. These bits of wood came from one of those sort of wooden crate things for fruit and vegetables. You know the kind of thing. Dead easy to get hold of. But even if not, you can cut it quite happily out of like balsa wood or something like that. Any cheapy wood you can find, it'll be quite nice to do it. So what do? Simple. You take a piece of card and then you have triangular objects. Now these are bits of plastic that are triangular, and for the purpose of this video this will do just nicely. You have one on either end. Obviously this bit of the cardboard for the original is larger and this would obviously be larger, but this is just the demo. This is just how you put the bits together. Now, I'm just going to be using basic tape, but when I constructed this one, I used full hardcore black duct tape. Duct tape is the king of everything. You just have to watch the Mythbusters to know that. Duct tape is amazing. It is your friend. Not just for making PS4 stands, but for a great many other things too. Duct tape is totally your friend. So what do? Simple. You get some tape, and this would all be done with duct tape, by the way, normally speaking, or at least I did. You could start it like this if you wanted to, you know, but regardless how you start it, regardless how you finish it, this is my design. Okay? I'm not expecting money, but, you know, a bit of credit would be nice. So then you make sure that these are fixed in place, nice and even. Making sure that all the lines are straight and everything's exactly where you want it to be. Now I know what you're thinking while he's taping this up, but isn't cardboard awfully bendy? That's the point. Because what happens is this will flex and change a little bit. It will dip a bit in the middle, but once the weight of the two objects comes together, it's solid as a rock. Seriously. I've had it like, oops, nearly ended my tape there. I've had this PlayStation stand going since about 3 days after I got my PS4. Because I was like going, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I can't leave it like this. I can't leave it like this. And I was trying all different kinds of places to put it. And then I was gaming away. And bingo bango, it hit me. I know what to do. So you see, this and this are virtually the same. Now, yeah, shorter and different materials, except for the cardboard, of course. But the basic functionality is still the same. It sits on top. PS4 sits here. PS3 sits underneath with its domed edge. That's why you need space here. And it's good at the triangular, because then if you had big square things or round things, the round things you couldn't tape them down the same, and the square things, although you could tape them down, they have a greater chance of scratching the top of your PS3, and you don't want that. So, to reiterate, 2 triangular wood or plastic bar type objects like skirting board or whatever you can find, as long as it's triangular, lightweight. So I would recommend balsa wood like I have here, and then a bit of cardboard, a bit bigger than this. This size is grand. I mean, you get a rough idea how big it is when you see it next to a roll of duct tape. You get the rough idea. And yeah, so you make that. PS4 sits on top, and you're good to go. And you've saved yourself a bunch of space and probably quite a bunch of money, because Lord knows some company would come out in a year from now and go, right, we have a PS4 stand for you to stand on top of your PS3, and it's going to cost you 15 quid. You take together cardboard, which you would have from any given product, really, whether it be cereal or, even a box from your work, a cardboard box from your work. You find a bit of wood, even if you have to go to B&Q. A length of wood like this, you cut it in half, maybe a couple of quid. Roll of duct tape, even really good duct tape, possibly a £5. Saving all the money. And you know that your PS4 and PS3 are safe. You know that you've saved space. You know you saved money. So, I hope you found this video useful. So I'll close this video by saying 3 things. 1. Merry Christmas. 2. I wish you many happy hours of gaming. 3. I'll close this video the way I always do. Please remember to rate, favourite, comment, share, and subscribe. And of course, as always, nae bother.